This is Eric Pavlis. Hi. So I just started a murder one investigation against my ex-wife, Lisa K. Pavlis, of 1703 West Bannock Street, Boise, Idaho. She lives with Tanya DeLoach as well, 1703 West Bannock Street. Tanya works at Rite Aid under the name of Stacy. For some reason, Tanya DeLoach moved into Boise, Idaho. She used to live below me in the apartment complex that I lived at when I first moved back to Boise. My ex-wife, Lisa. I know, look at my eyes. They've got me so doped up. This is what they're doing to me using that quantum stealth wrap. Well, they got three different types of suits. One's a poncho, one's loose fitting like an athletic suit, and another one takes oxygen and power to use. These are the suits they are using against me. I can't stop them for shit. I can't. So anyway, these individuals have hijacked my life. Feds came to me back camped out in Washington State and told me to keep track of license plates because I had a couple weird happenings that I thought were Tanya, so I reported them. So when I used Tanya's name, then they came back to me and they said, hey, keep track of any plates. We want to know any plates you get. Okay. So they came to me with a list of 500 names at the Boise VA Medical Center telling me to get away from Jamie Green. I'm leaving this on this videotape because I'm posting this to YouTube. These people have rode me hard, and I have no doubt that my murder is taking place, and I cannot stop them. They are using quantum stealth along with photonic refraction suits. Nano photonic refraction suits. My ex-wife is running a live stream video of all this transpiring, along with Tanya DeLoach and Jamie Green. Jamie Green, I know from Washington State as Lucy. Then I knew her from Washington State as well by another name of Jeanette or Janelle. She worked at Naval Base Bangor in Bremerton, Washington, and in Silverdale as well. There's two bases, one in Silverdale and one in Bremerton. She worked in the base hotel. Then I met her again at the VA Medical Center under the name of Jamie Green. Jamie Green still works at the Boise VA Medical Center in the kitchen. Jamie Green is from North Carolina. Jamie Green is the daughter of James Green in Salisbury, North Carolina. He's in political office. So, political office, I think he's treasurer, or city, county treasurer, or auditor, or something like that. I think that's who he is. And he's also into investments as well. So that's Jamie's dad. Jamie's mom is Kathy Sherman from El Ada up on Vista Avenue. When I first moved back to Boise, Jared Thomas of El Ada and Kathy Thomas got me housed in a house. Well, that house was paid for by my ex-wife's family, or Kathy Sherman. They had my ex-wife's half-brother staying in the house with me. So, which tells me my ex-wife paid for the house. So this is one lead. But Jamie, I don't think had anything to do with it. I think that was my ex-wife's doing, if you ask me. And Tanya's too. And Tanya's too. And then some gal with a white car, a 4-door, or is it a 2-door, from up out of Battleground, Washington, by the last name of King. I got introduced to the King family from David Hester. I met David Hester when I was camped out in Washington State Parks. David Hester turned out to be related to Tanya DeLoach. Tanya DeLoach is also related to the Kibbeys. Brian Kibbe and then her dad, Mr. Kibbe. Mr. Kibbe is a back surgeon out of Oregon or Washington. Let's see, what else can I add in here? Tanya has a brother named Brian, and Tanya also has a sister. Her sister, that's Jamie's mom. So, then on top of it, Tanya is also known as Tanya Kibbe, Tanya April Kibbe, and Tanya April DeLoach, and Tanya Brown. So I got to tell a story of what's going on because I'm convinced these people are going to kill me with the use of drugs. Tanya DeLoach pulled me in the center of some major drug operation that I want nothing to do with. Nothing to do with. That I want nothing to do with. So, from periodic time to time, it feels like someone's injecting drugs in me, like I got drugs forced upon me. And it freaks me out. But look, as you can tell, there's no one behind me. I feel someone on me. I swear to God, someone is on me. I'm not losing my mind. It's called quantum stealth. Or quantum hyper stealth. And then it's also called nano photonic refraction suit. So these are the things my ex-wife is deploying against me. There's money involved in this. Tanya DeLoach's father is a back surgeon with a lot of cash. Kathy Sherman owns a marijuana grow in Oregon. A lot of cash. Kathy Sherman knows Linda from apartment 143 of Adair Manor. She's now moved down to the Payette area. But she's an original resident of 2419 West Fairview Avenue, which is where all the ties to what's going on are. 2419 West Fairview Avenue. So, Tanya DeLoach has family living at this address. Let's see, Helen on the 4th floor, apartment number 433.
You'll teach her to drive a car. Then use green light and teach her to save get 2 nano CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids ever again. The nano CIC rechargeable hearing aid is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. And they offer superior noise reduction and a tiny in-the-ear design that is nearly invisible. And best of all, they are incredibly affordable. Call now and get 2 nano CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297 or opt into our payment plan of 4 easy interest-free payments. Plus, if you call now, we'll add a portable charging dock, and your shipping is absolutely free. The nano hearing aids come with outstanding lifetime customer support and a 45-day money-back guarantee. Supplies are limited, so you must act now. Call 1-800-711-0233. That's 1-800-711-0233.
Oh, babe. Puerto Rico round trip for 124 ongoing.
We do so many exciting activities.
You're right. This should be a girls' trip. Where are you going? Sign up for free at going.com.
The all-day, everyday pad with public rec. More comfortable than jeans, more stylish than sweats. With the all-day, everyday pad, you can choose your waist and length sizes to guarantee a perfect fit. Now comfort looks good.
Telling us about Peptiva nighttime probiotic.
Everybody needs TV.
Welcome, ladies. You know, the best thing about Peptiva is that I can just feel like a kid again. No, the best thing is that I get to sleep like a kid again. Peptiva, you get food.
Peptiva is the first doctor-formulated probiotic that works at night with key ingredients backed by 7 clinical studies. And right now, you can get a complimentary sample by texting MAW to 231231. Peptiva works while you sleep to soothe the digestion, cramping, bloating, even constipation, while promoting digestive health. And it has time-released melatonin to help you get the best sleep of your life.
Okay, girls. What'll we have next week? Tacos. Wait, chili.
Peptiva is flying off the shelves at GNC, but you can only get your complimentary sample by texting MAW to 231231. Text now, and we'll include a box of Peptiva digestive enzymes to help your body digest meals and avoid occasional gas and discomfort absolutely free. That's MALL to 231231.
So anyway, pardon me. Jeez. You know, I got arrested. My ex-wife and Tanya DeLoach and Jamie Green and David Hester's niece have been just on me like white on rice. Just because they can. And I can't stop them. There's nothing I can do about it. I know it's being utilized against me, but I can't stop it. I don't have that type of gear. I need it. Or I need a gun. I need a gun.
Nothing last night. I want to say that I was well.
Oh, this might be easier.
It's the only thing I can think of. I don't know if they...
This might be the easiest way.
I've raised domestic pigs quite a bit. But I've never been out the woods with a wild boar. Something that could have been done with a devil. I'm gonna go out there and check that out. Get a recovery trap. I feel pretty good about
Done.
that deadfall. I think its killing capacity is pretty good.
So be it.
Is where it's gonna snap.
You asked for it, you get it.
And then bring the weight down, crashing down.
Told you, leave me alone. Give me my house back.
A cubby,
Go away.
so I come in
That's what I told these people.
and then get a bunch of sticks and lay across that chair stick with that trap right now.
Turned out to be my own family. Even my sister's involved. It turns out my sister's husband, Darren Kinley, his brother is involved in this. Chris. My own family. My own family. For Kelly Henderson. Chris and Kelly are brother and sister up off 14th Street. Kelly used to manage their apartments.
It's still in there. Here's the bait.
Shauna Thackeray from Tomlinson and Associates is related To who? Shauna Thackeray. Shauna Thackeray, I know as Tammy from Washington State in the parks. Tammy, I now know to be Shauna Thackeray. Shauna Thackeray works for Tomlinson and Associates, who are in charge of managing 2419 West Fairview Avenue, where all these families were brought together to live. My ex-wife's family, Tanya DeLoach's family, Dave Hester's family. Dave and Tom now live at 1707 West Bannock. My ex-wife and Tanya DeLoach, aka Stacy. I saw Tanya inside Rite Aid. I was gonna say hi, and her name tag said Stacy, so I didn't say anything. And then I heard her talking, like, yeah, that's Tanya's voice, and I recognized it as Stacy, and I'm like, oh, cool. So I played low key with it and just left it alone. But anyway, that's Tanya. Now Rite Aid under the name of Stacy. Why? I don't know. What's her gain? There's no gain, except to terrorize me using these suits that I mentioned earlier. The nano photonic refraction gear along with the quantum stealth. I need some help, and I need help bad. If I don't get help, this is going to do me in, or I'm going to end up getting myself in trouble again. I've made FBI after FBI after FBI after FBI report, right? Even heard some people watching in this game allegedly tell me they were making FBI reports. I think I made 4, 5.
Yeah, it's definitely their leeches. I hear they've been sucking on this mouse blood.
And all I want is for her to get out of my life.
Mouse blood. Bombs away. I don't even know if you can eat leeches. That's probably like the last thing I would want to eat.
I broke Tigger's tree, and now I'm not wanting him to get hurt. These people have taken it too far with me. I failed a dozen drug tests at the VA Medical Center here in Boise, Idaho, and also in North Carolina, and as well Fairbanks, Alaska, and Dallas, Texas, VA. So I'm making this video. I don't know that I'm going to post it, but I'm just making it anyway. I'm doing this for me. It's my home, but it's not my home. I got myself in over my head. I mean, over my head. And I can't do nothing about it. And the person I'm trying to get to give in and just go away is Tanya DeLoach. But she won't.
Out here, all I think about is food. That's all I think about. And I think about how I can get more food. I have to always be adapting to what my circumstances require.
Her family showed this gear to me up in Washington State. I didn't believe them when they first showed me. They were like, hey, look, this is really cool. Hey, you got to check this out. And so they showed me, is what they did was they had a van with a trailer, a big white trailer attached to it. And the van started disappearing, right? Because they were putting these blocks up. And next thing you know, the trailers, I mean, you didn't see no trailer. And then they did the van, and I'm like, I wouldn't have believed it if I wasn't 20 feet, 50, 75 feet from it. Yeah. Then I seen them use this wrap, like a film type stuff, one time before too, and it really worked. Then they have these suits that they use these suits, and there's 3 different types. There's one that's like an athletic suit, and it kind of looks like a gingerbread boy shadow almost. That's a good way to explain it. Then another one is just a poncho that pulls over you. And it has 4 buttons down on the end. One requires oxygen and power. So these are the suits that are being used against me. I can't stop them. I don't stand a chance. And someone says they're doing this because they love me. I told her, I said, you don't terrorize someone and do this because you love them. You're crazy. You don't do this to someone because you love them. You get out of their home. You approach them the right way. Not by making them feel like they're being attacked and their life's on the line. Let it go. 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 So, if Tanya DeLoach would just go the other way, it would stop. She's been on me like white on rice doing this since we were in college together 12 years ago. There used to be times she'd have this gear on, right? And I'd be up on a trail up in the mountains, and next thing you know, I'm passing someone smelling her sage perfume. And I would turn around and look and look and look. Never did see her. But I know how she was doing it, because they already showed me the gear. So, I'm okay. Daddy's okay. I have my son checking on me. I know. Come on. So that's Tigger. My baby. He got in a fight last week. Lost his collar. Allegedly, those suits that they're running in, his mama, who claims to be his mama, which would be Jamie Green, the one that lives at Valor Point Apartments, apartment number 402. Valor Point Apartments is up off State Street, just after Veterans Parkway, coming from downtown. I'm done. I'm not making it through this. My family killed me. Sure feels like it. My Aunt Patsy from North Carolina is involved with her brother, Tony Carricker, with K, from the Mount Ulla area, including my own aunt, or my cousin, Patty Jean Myers. Patty Jean hasn't done anything that I know about, any crazy stuff. She's been relatively nice to be around playing this game. Or what I thought was a game, I don't know. It's gotten out of hand now, way out of hand. To where I feel like I have to come on here and post this video. And then I'll post a follow-up one the next day, and the next day, and the next day, until I figure out what's going on or it's resolved. Then I'll just leave it alone. If it's resolved, I'll just leave it alone. I won't post. I might post once a day. I might post 2 or 3 times a day. I don't know. But Tanya, DeLoach, and the others stated that they were going to make a massive cocaine deal on me. I was the one to be cloaked. Instead, is what they've done is they've cloaked my entire home inside my home. These people just hit me with some cocaine. I just had cocaine put into my system, and I take drug tests for the VA Medical Center. All these people are already under investigation because of Jamie Green and Tanya DeLoach. Good, they don't give a fuck no more. That's why I'm making this video. I'm anticipating being murdered by these people. My own Aunt Patsy Myers, Cleveland, North Carolina, now resides and lives at 2419 West Fairview Avenue, apartment number 134. Linda's old apartment, Jamie Green's mother. Kathy Sherman is also related to Jamie Green. Kathy Sherman used to work out of El Ada, up on Vista Avenue in Boise, Idaho. These people are going to murder me. I'm trying to tell you who all is involved. Judge Henry Boomer, my ex-wife, he used to be the judge up in Valley County. He's involved in this. He was at my house last night. Greg Pittenger, attorney at law, was at my house last night and still is. And so is Henry watching this. Daryl Kelly, Idaho State Police, retired, watching this. Phil and Julie Jones, my father's friends, watching this. Everybody involved has just bought a Murder One investigation. A Murder One investigation. I'm going to ask Monday when I talk to the FBI for a Murder One investigation. I dropped a list of names of everybody off at the Boise PD West or Downtown Precinct. A list of names I dropped off for everybody in my house. I dropped that off at PD the other evening. Everybody in my home. That list is 100% accurate and true. They're going to kill me. They're going to make me hit the ground one more time just to show they can. I need help, and I need help immediately. I've told you what my ex-wife and these others are doing. My own brother-in-law, Chris Cagle, a.k.a. Chris Henderson, Kelly Henderson. They both live at the same address. Kelly used to manage at Dare Manor and housed all these people. Up on the roof of Dare Manor is a massive cocaine operation. Massive. The only way you're going to catch it is with blue lenses. They're $300-400 a pair. Maybe a little less. The only other way that you're going to see these people is nano photonic refraction gear. I want nothing to do with them. I'm leaving this video. I may or may not post it. These people keep scaring me, and I think I'm going to hit the floor. I hit send. That's why I'm making this video. Every person that I named at the Ada County Clerk of Courts seeking a protection order on, every name that I've ever filed and asked for one or mentioned in reports that's on file are involved in this. Every single one. Every person. Including Jamie's stepfather, Happy, who is known as Grandpa. In this video of my life that's being run. These people are after a fucking murder. My ex-wife and her entire family, to include the Loomises, are involved. My ex-wife's mother, Mary Danvers Woodworth, changed her name to Kim Bostic for whatever reason. Well, because this game's going on against my life. Look at my VA drug deal where I go and take drug tests. Look at all the drugs I've shown up for. These people are after a fucking murder. I'm involved, maybe they're not after murder, but I'm involved with a massive cocaine ring that's telling me to shut the fuck up and get away from them. And I'm trying to seek help. Everybody I've mentioned is involved with this ring. And they're all out of 2419 West Fairview Avenue. Or they're related to the address somehow. Like Kelly Henderson, the manager. Shauna Thackeray, who's related to who? Tanya DeLoach. I'm terrified for my fucking life from these people. And they just don't want to give me my home back. You don't see nothing up. My walls are fucking wrapped. They're attached. It's the material that they're using. You actually are like a shadow and you step up against the wall and you blend in. But they use a wrap type deal with it as well. So they put the wrap up first, and then they can walk between the actual wrap itself and the wall to where they can step away from it. It's pretty cool. It's really cool, actually. But these people are up to no good. My entire home is covered. I don't own my home. They own it. Tanya DeLoach owns every aspect of my life. She told me, I'm going to control you. And I laughed. She controls every fucking aspect of my life. She controls whether I live or die. She controls whether I get drugged up. She controls whether or not I die in my sleep or whether I wake up. She controls whether or not I have a cat. She controls every aspect of my life. This is a cartel that I have gotten involved with that Tanya DeLoach has put me in the center of. And it's all the main characters of 2419 West Fairview Avenue. All. Tanya's father is even on that initial 2419 West Fairview Avenue list. He stayed on the first floor. Mr. Kibbe. That's Tanya's father. Tanya's brother's Brian Kibbe. Sharon used to stay up on the fourth floor. Sharon is related to who? Tanya DeLoach. Sharon used to stay like at 401 or 400. 402. She's related to Tanya. I would talk to her. I'd also talk to Jen. Jen lives down on the second floor, 213 or 211. Jen, or known as Jennifer, is related to who? Tammy. Tammy is who? Shauna Thackeray. Fuck. I don't want these people in my life at all. I'm asking my friends or anyone that knows me or knows anything about what's going on with my entire family from North Carolina, like Tracy Jocelyn Webb Goodman. She's involved in this. She's involved in this. She has her ex-husband, Doug's involved in this. Her mother knows about this. Carol Dellinger of 1516 East Council Street, Salisbury, North Carolina. My own Aunt Patsy, 2050 Mountain Road. Butch and Craig Myers of Mountain Road in Cleveland, North Carolina as well. So then we have my ex-wife. My ex-wife has her brother Kennard, her stepfather, her mother, who changed her name. Then we got her sister from Utah, both sisters from Utah, with their husbands, and Olivia, her sister-in-law. And they're from Cambridge Road in Donley, Idaho. So I got all these women and their families involved with this, and I don't know what the fuck to think. Although I keep getting drugged up, I don't know what the fuck to think of it, other than it scares the shit out of me and I think I'm gonna die. I don't think I'm meant to live through what's ever going on. And I believe Tanya DeLoach and my ex-wife, Lisa Pavlis, set up some sort of cocaine operation on my residence. On my residence. I was told by the feds that they were going to kidnap me. Well, they've officially kidnapped me using these suits that they latch onto me and travel around. I can't go anywhere without these people. Anywhere. They're all over my home. They're attached to the walls everywhere. They move freely with their suits. I don't see them all the time, but I see them some of the time. And like I said, if I wouldn't have been shown these suits by David and Tanya Hester, or David Hester and Tanya DeLoach up in Washington State, I would have never known. So Tanya said, I did this because I love you. And I'm like, you don't do this to people because you love them. My daughter's mother said she did it because she wanted to say she still loved me. Lisa told me just to fuck off and die. And they're just not going to stop. My life's in imminent harm. My life feels in imminent harm. I have to do something to stop this, or it's going to stop me. And I'm going to be dead. I either have to do something, or I'm dead. If I don't do something, I'm dead. I have to do something to stop this. I cannot stop them because of their suits and their drugs. So I have to find another way. I have to find another way. These girls have drove me insane. I mean, these girls have drove me insane. Look at my eyeballs. Look how high I look. This is crazy. I need help. I need professional help mentally. I need professional help as far as law enforcement goes. I have no choice but to post this to Facebook. If you know any of these individuals I've mentioned, you need to contact law enforcement. As well, my daughter's family, which is Tracy Jocelyn Webb Goodman, my daughter's family, she's related to some people up out of, Rockwell, North Carolina. And I thought that's who Jamie is. Jamie Green is really from North Carolina. And both her fathers are out here. One's her stepfather and one's her biological. So, Jamie's the one that first really got this going with me, along with Sammy Wilf. Now, Sammy lives at 2419 West Fairview Avenue. I vandalized Sammy's car. I thought they were doing this to me one night, so I went around and I got all the cars. I got the right ones. I did, 50, 60 cars. And only 2 cars did I really get wrong on. Whoops. So, I don't know what I'm going to have to do, but I have to do something. I've left a message with the FBI to call me back. I'm higher than a kite now, as you see. And I've got a major cartel group run by Chris and Kelly Henderson. And Tony Allen. And Brent Stewart of Stewart's Gym Shop. Russ Myers, Shauna Christensen are allegedly in this. And my own sister, Tanya Kinley, is involved in this. Her brother Darren, or her husband Darren. Her brother, I am her brother. I'm Tanya's brother. Her last brother. And she's allowing me to be treated like this. And has done nothing at any point to help me. My sister's allowing me to be treated like this. I want my entire family in prison. For what? I don't know. Some of them may or may not deserve death, I guess. Some may or may not. But I'll tell you this. All of them deserve to spend at least 5 years. 3 to 5 and work your way from there. Everybody at least deserves a rider or more. Everybody deserves a rider. A rider is at least a year in prison. And it has to be more than a year and a day. A year and 2 days will get you a rider. No, a year and a day will get you a rider. A year will get you jail time. A year and a day, actually jail time is more tougher. I don't care anymore. I just want my home. And I don't want any of these people fucking in it. But this is what they've done to me. I'm facing 8 years in a state prison for vandalism. I'm facing 2 years in a state mental hospital if I go back one more time. My life's over. My life feels like it's fucking over. My life feels like it's fucking over. No. So I was just making this video for me. Is all I'm doing. I can't explain anything. Nothing makes explanation. It all makes sense and makes explanation, but I don't have the evidence to prove anything. And they just won't go. But I might have enough to get the investigation going for them to come and look, though. I think I got that covered. Sure, so. Tanya's setting me up for drugs. That's what it just said outside. Great. My fingerprints are on nothing, Tanya. Yeah. Hey, Tanya, guess what? Your phone has pinged to my home. That's a problem. That wasn't my phone. I gave it away. No. Tanya, but you've already got that made. No point to drill it in, Tanya, and have a little bit more fucking fun. You're going to prison once this is over, Tanya. There is no doubt Tanya's going to go to prison once this shit's over. You're a bitch. No, I won't. You, Lisa, and Jamie, all three of them, just complete fucking bitches. Every single one, Jamie, Lisa, and Tanya, and their entire families, I felt like were after me at one time or another. I don't know why. Along with David Hester. I guess it was for his niece, allegedly. And then Tom was involved, and I thought it was for Tom's daughter. I can't even remember her name, but she's gorgeous. And she's a knockout. But I've got someone I've been interested in for 4 years, 5 years. But she's being kept at bay. I can't do anything about it right now. I can't do anything. I can't do anything. And she can't either. I don't get it. I don't know why. I wouldn't fucking listen. Hell, if I knew someone in this situation, in this predicament right here, I'd fucking help them out and end it. I'll tell you what, either give me a crowbar, baseball bat, or just really pissed off out of work, just fine too. And I'll put a gun, grenade, rocket launcher. I'll fucking put it into it. Just because someone's different than you in life and they don't want the same life doesn't mean you have to attack them. And just because you have money and you're one's own family, my sister's involved. My sister Tanya. My own sister's involved. I haven't seen her. She's been kept at bay because of Tanya. Tanya, first it was about Lisa. No, first it was about Tracy, my daughter's mother in North Carolina. Then after Tracy gave up, then it became someone else. Who was after her? Jamie. Then it became Lisa. Then it became Dave's niece, Janelle. From Seattle, Washington. Dave Hester. Dave and Elaine Hester of Shoreline, Washington. I met them when I lived in Seattle. They live in Shoreline and work at Costco, and I really like them. But after this, I don't ever want to see them again. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to see my own family after this. I don't ever want my family to try to contact me. After what I've been put through, I don't ever want to hear from my own family. Not one member. Along with Kevin Hale, whom I never know, but my ex brought him into this. And John Hill, John was brought into this with his family. Heck, my friends caught John's car down in Caldwell and told me to go over and get a picture of it. So I got a picture of it and I turned it into the feds. I've been turning plate numbers into the feds for, well, ever since I left Seattle. So, yeah. My ex-wife broke into my home in Bremerton. So all this is focused around these ladies. And I don't want nothing to do with any of them. I don't know why they just won't fucking take off. But then I have all these strange happenings. Then I get these druggings. And which one of them's doing that to me? So one of them's up to it, or all three, or all four. Personally, I think it's all 3 and 4. I think it's all 4 of them. But remember, their entire families are involved. I'd pick key people and get me a polygraph test. Yep. I would choose very key people and get me a polygraph. On Dave's side, Dave Hester's side, I get his sister Laura Hester out of Belfair, Washington. How about Elaine Hester? But wait, doesn't Elaine Hester live in Boise now? And who's really Elaine Hester? Or does Elaine Hester still live in Shoreline with her alleged husband David Hester? They do have a son together named Timothy up in that area. He's a good guy. I like him. He's a nice guy. Him and his wife. And then you got Tom Hester of Belfair. I know him from riding his motorcycles and camping out. And he's got a great looking daughter. I mean, this daughter could have any man she wanted in her life. Any. Wow. Brains and everything to go with them. Damn. But she's not for me. I don't want anything to do with any of these families. I don't need to be in their life. They don't need to be in my life. If they're family, oh well. But no. I think the girls are sneaky and deviant and up to no good, and I don't want nothing to do with them. Whether they're just pulling this shit with me using those damn suits, and that's what they're up to, I don't know. But I've had enough. I mentioned Jamie Green being from North Carolina, living here in Boise at Valor Point Apartments, number 402. Jamie's grandmother lives at 2419 West Fairview Avenue, apartment 123. Her stepfather, Happy, lives on the 3rd floor, apartment 343. Her biological mother, Jamie Green's biological mother, works at the VA Medical Center. The other day at work, I had Mr. Green come through my place of business, caught on camera. I turned that into the FBI that night, letting them know the number of cars and plate numbers, and a couple of them who they were. I turned that into the FBI the other night. So Jamie's dad's already under eye at FBI. If he wasn't, he is now. I've had enough of these girls. I want them out of my life. And here I feel like I have to attack their families just to run these girls out of my life. They just won't take no for an answer. It's enough. Get out of my home. There's no reason for you to be around. My name is Eric Pavlis. I live in Boise, Idaho. 1512 Boise Avenue in Boise, Idaho.